but the Lord. Thou will keep him in perfect peace. Who's what? Mind is stayed on thee because he trusted in thee. If I trust him, my mind is stayed on him. If my mind is stayed on him, I have perfect peace. So worship is fearless, is spoken fearlessly on the Father. Now, I'm going to keep, if I don't feel like focusing on the Father, I don't see what's working, I don't see how it's working, I'm still going to trust God. I'm still going to focus on him. I'm still going to have my mind is set on God. Is everybody clear about that for worship? Yes. Here's praise then. Praise is how we respond to how awesome he is. They sang praises. Our response can be singing. Our response can be waving your hand. Our response can be amen. Our response can be crying. That praise is the response we have to how awesome God is. So you really can't talk about praise and worship because the response has to be based on something. Really ought to be worship and praise. That when I start focusing on how good God is and where he brought me from and how I thought I wouldn't make it to this day and how good God has been good. And now my response is going to be, God, every now and then I got to wave my hand. Every now and then I got to shed a tear. Every now and then I just got to say thank you for who you are. So it can't be praise and worship. More important, it ought to be worship and praise. So they sang praises. What are the Hebrew words for praise? That talks about making a loud sound is barak, B-R-A-K. Oh, Lord, I miss him. Barak, and so it's about saying that it's a response. It's a response. That here I was over here. But see, you can't respond until you know what you're responding to. Folk in the church have been shouting for years. Don't know why they shout. Oh, Lord Jesus, you got to do it. And it's about saying, I got to have, but when I realize where God has brought us from, and when I realize what we have done and what we deserve, and when I realize how awesome God, Jesus was and died on the cross, my response can't help but be praise. My response can't help but be thanksgiving. My response can't help but be, God, I just honor you for who you are. So to get out of that midnight, they did what? Praise. They prayed. They did what? Praised. And they sang praise. Now this is the last one. You got to get this one. Don't miss this one. Verse 25. Prisoners heard them. Prisoners heard them. They prayed. They praised. Even the baby agreed with me. And now prisoners heard them. The other two, I want to say this, we end on this one. What are we saying in the midst of our midnight to make other folk who are bound get set free? How are we responding in our midnight when things are going on around? What's coming out of our mouth at midnight? What are other people hearing from us during our midnight? The prisoners who are also bound on a different part of the jail heard Paul and Silas praying, heard them praising. An earthquake came, foundations were shaken, bands set free, and they stayed in their cells. What is it what are people hearing from our lips when we're going through our midnight? Are they hearing us complaining? Are they hearing us worrying? Are they hearing us doubting? Or are they hearing us saying, no, I'm blessed in the city, and I'm blessed in the field. I'm blessed when I come. I'm blessed when I go. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. That I'm now more than a conqueror. What is coming out of our mouths when we're in our midnight? Prisoners get set free based on what they hear. Prisoners focus around us on our job, in our homes, in our communities get set free based on what we say in our midnight. How do you know that? Look what it says right here. Please write this verse down here. Romans 10:17. New King James says, Romans 10:17, New King James. Read this with me, please. So then, faith comes by hearing. Keep going. And hearing by the word of God. When we are going through midnight, we don't need our opinions. When we're going through our midnight, we don't need to hear what everybody has to say. In our midnight, am I saying what God says? In my midnight, am I believing what God did? And in midnight, am I trusting in God? And what's coming out of our mouth? Everybody in here has a midnight. Are we willing to declare what thus saith the Lord? Yeah. in the midst of our midnight? Can I still say in the midst of fear, fear not, because God says I'm with you? Can I say in the midst of my failure at this point that God has never failed me, He's never forsaken me? Can I say in the midst of all my flaws that now that God, the Holy Spirit has separated my sins as far as the east is from the west? What's coming out of our mouths at midnight? What are people hearing out of our mouths at midnight? I'm telling you, that's the difference right there. Anybody can pray, praise God, and I'm not minimizing prayer, not minimizing praise. But when you know somebody has really had an encounter with the Lord, when you know somebody is ready to walk in some victory, when you know somebody is really able to go forth and receive what God has, at that point when things don't look good, and they're in the midst of their midnight, they still can thank God for manifestation. In the midst of a valley, can still thank God for victory. In the midst of all this trouble, can still thank God for triumph. God, we just bless you right now in Jesus' name for being a wonderful, awesome, and majestic God. We bless you, God, for who you are and all you are in our lives. And just pray